Here, deeply honored by his presence. Our warm, respectful welcome to our distinguished guest, Professor Ajay Kumar Sood. Thank you.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Sonia Nityanandji, and other dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, all the faculty members, students, and invitees. I am truly honored to be giving this Professor Devendra Gupta Orator Award lecture. Indeed, I consider it a great opportunity to share some of my views with you today. As was mentioned, I am a physicist by training, and I work in the area of nanoscience, as was mentioned, and soft matter, which have considerable overlap with biological sciences. And we have some work which is related to biosensors and many other membranes, physics, and so on. But when I was invited to give this talk, so I thought about it, what should I be talking? So I thought my today's talk will be more in my present role as Principal Scientific Advisor, viewing from the lens of science policy, in particular, what innovations in health science are needed, which is truly we need a roadmap for healthy India. But before I give my talk, I wanted to compliment whatever I heard in the last 15 minutes by Professor Malhotra on excellent progress and excellent roadmap, in fact, for the research in your great institute, KGMU. So my congratulations to the Vice Chancellor, to all the faculty, for taking this path of research and innovation, which is so very well needed in health sciences. So let me tell how we are doing in our R&D. So these are few slides to capture where we stand. So as you can see that we have second fastest growing nation in scientific output. Now India ranks third globally in research output as of the Nature report which came out last month. And we have almost 11% publications from India among the top 10% of most cited papers. So in quantity as well as in quality, we are on a positive slope. We have now 2.6 million STEM graduates annually, and the Global Innovation Index of India has changed from 48th in 2020 to now 38th in 2025. Again, telling us that India is progressing on the path of innovation. Now, if you want to look at what is the technology vision 2047, which our Prime Minister has given us a clarion call for a Viksit Bharat by 2047, R&D and innovation will be really absolutely required for the Viksit Bharat. We will need frontier technologies for the future. We will need digital public infrastructure, pioneering universal standards for digital commons, and the startup ecosystem. We should be a preferred nation for startups and robust investment. As you already know, we have more than 1.7 lakhs startups, out of which almost like 12% are in deep tech, which involves a lot of health sector startups, but that number needs to go up. So that if you look at demographic and socio-economic factors in India, which are driving the growth of medtech industry. I'll focus in this next 25 minutes mostly on the medtech, on the health sector. We have seen that there is a phenomenal rise in income and the middle class in the last 15 years. 14% was middle class in 2005. Now by 2021 it is 31%, and by 25 it's even higher. The reason I'm saying this is when this middle class also rises, we also know that we will have more affordability of the health system along with all others. So if you look at the percent of GDP spent on healthcare, right now it is 2.5% in 2025, and this is something you can see it's an increasing trend. The number of MBBS seats, as was mentioned this morning, have increased from 51,000 10 years back to almost 1.1 lakh. And the number of AIMS itself has grown from 7 to 22. And we also heard that in the state of Uttar Pradesh, how you have now from 27 to 81 medical universities. A phenomenal rise, and I am sure much more will come as we go along. So if you look at India's health innovation landscape, medtech and the devices, that is a very critical factor which should be able to give us affordable diagnostic kits, portable imaging and indigenous medical devices. And the drivers of this change will be, for example, the PLI scheme for medical devices, which is there from 2020 onwards by Government of India, creation of medical device parks, R&D support through ICMR, DBT and ANRF. And I was very happy to see in the R&D report by Professor Malhotra how you have bagged very important projects from ICMR as well as ANRF, and partnerships with global foundations, which again is happening, for example, with Gates Foundation and so on. The second one is the digital health, again a very important aspect. We have the Ayushman Bharat digital mission. So right now, we have almost 72 crores Ayushman Bharat health accounts, which have been created. 3.54 lakh health facilities are registered on HFR. 5.37 lakh healthcare professionals have been registered on health PR, and almost 46 crore health records have been linked with ABHA in the last few months. Biotech and genomics will be a big area to pursue, where advances in genomics, personalized medicine, and indigenous vaccine development will be scaled up. And already, as you all know, that DBT launched, which unveiled 10,000 genomes completed, and the next phase is targeted to at least 1 to 10 million genomes in India. And this is where will be a game changer for personalized medicine, as well as looking at deeply into many therapies. So, and of course, world's largest vaccine producer, which we are, which was very well realized by the whole world, especially in COVID time, we are supplying 25% of global vaccine. And the last but not the least, traditional knowledge has to combine with the modern science, and that is why we have indigenous system such as Ayush, and is projected to reach almost $200 billion by 2030. So this holistic development of India's innovation landscape is what we are expecting. India's health tech boom is really scaling to diversity. We have already now more than 10,000 healthcare startups last year. 707 million rupees we have raised in 2023 as compared to 325 million last to last year, and the market is poised to hit 37 billion rupees by 2030. So this is the projection, and we already have, just I wanted to give you a feel, there are many startups which are really the world level startups, looking at neurocritical care, looking at tissue engineering, looking at AI-based cancer screening, looking at end-to-end integrated drug discovery, looking at medical products for screening and early detection of cardiac condition, and many other devices. So this is just to give you a feel that this sector is booming and the technology is coming in a big way. And this is where the strength of universities like KGMU will really be so essential to bring technology in a big way along with our engineering subjects, engineering topics, so that it leapfrogs the innovations. I'll spend the next few minutes on just telling you the efforts which we are making in the office of PSA. I took over this responsibility in March 2022. I'm the 4th principal scientific advisor. The first one was President Kalam. After that, we had Dr. R. Chidambaram. Then we had Professor K. Vijayaraghavan. And now I head it. And we have 2 arms of this office in shaping science policy and delivering science advice across all key sectors. So this is looking at the Prime Minister's Science, Technology, Innovation Advisory Council. And another one is Empowered Technology Group, which looks at the induction of technologies in the country. So we have a huge number of technological revolution which are happening in the world. We have to look at the convergence of these technologies and how they can have positive impact on India. So we have the quantum technologies. It's coming in a very big way. We have a huge mission which has been launched. We have the advanced communication technologies, digital transformation. As you know, India is a leader in digital public infrastructure. Artificial intelligence and cyber security are big areas. Clean energy technologies, absolutely essential. And the biomanufacturing, biosecurity, and One Health. This is again, which is so very overlapping with your interest, and this is really being done in a very accelerated manner. So these are some of the missions. I thought I should put you more details are there on our website, what we are doing in this. Under technology lead, we have India Semiconductor Mission, which is governed by MIGHTY, National Quantum Mission, looking at quantum computing, quantum communication, quantum sensors, which are extremely sensitive for medical purposes, India AI Mission, which I'll say a little bit as we go along. Clean energy, again, green hydrogen mission is going with a financial layout of almost 20,000 crore. And One Health mission, I'll say a little bit on this because it overlaps with your interest. And more recently, we have decided to have a cell and gene therapy mission, which will be steered by DBT and ICMR. And this will create affordable and accessible therapies, for example, CAR T-cell therapies and so on, which will be affordable. And the last one is the Anusandhan National Research Foundation, which has really accelerated the R&D funding in the country. And more recently, Research Development and Innovation Fund for the private sector, where 1 lakh crore rupees of government funding has come, which was launched by Honorable Prime Minister last month on 3rd November. So these are some of the things. So I'll just give you a little bit details, not details, but just mention on what we are doing in National One Health Mission, because all of you are intimately linked to it, especially all the states. So this mission, as you can see from the name, and you are all experts, it is linked together with the human health, with animal health, the environmental health. And this is the paradigm shift of the One Health approach, because we know that diseases anywhere are diseases everywhere. And this is absolutely was made clear when we had the COVID-19 pandemic, and not too late, we had incidents of Nipah and avian influenza. All it tells us that health crises are not confined to only human beings. So One Health approach relies on shared and effective governance, communication, collaboration, and coordination to design holistic solutions. And under this, you will be very happy to know we have 13 ministries and other state departments which have come together to look at the gap areas, and we have the National Health Mission and the National One Health Institute, which is coordinating that under ICMR, is coming up in Nagpur. So we have in this mission academic institutes, private sector, multilateral organizations, NGOs, and also the international bodies and other international partners. So in this, we have these priority areas, looking at integrated disease surveillance, targeted R&D for gaps in disease preparedness, looking at joint outbreak response, looking at pandemic preparedness for human and animal, both the sectors, streamlining the regulatory aspect, mechanisms for data and information sharing, strengthening routine and prevention programs, and looking at the global efforts. The goals which I have already written, that we want a coordinated pandemic preparedness and integrated disease control, priorities on human, animal, and environmental diseases, and early warning as well as response readiness for emerging threats. So already under this mission, which is about less than a year old, we have 23 laboratories under different ministries have been all mapped under one, and these are all BSL 3 and one BSL 4. And this means that whenever the cases come, they don't have to rush to the BSL 3 of their department or their ministry. All these 23 laboratories are being made ready, and this is what is being under mission. And a day before yesterday, we launched a model framework, which is the One Health governance structure for state, union territory preparedness. And this is where all the states have to should look at that. 2 states have already made enormous progress, like Kerala and Gujarat. We had this conference also about few months back where some of you might have participated. And I hope that UP will play a very, very important role in looking at this One Health framework. How do you make right from the panchayat system, district level, state level, all this preparedness in case the need arises. So this is something I thought I will just mention. State and unitary engagements is to be scaled up. Youth engagement has been started, and community awareness generation by various platforms is again being done. Future prospects, we look at, we need to strengthen the linkages between center-state. We need to enhance the R&D support. Global Connect as well as community engagements are all the goals of this mission. I'll just mention another intervention which PM Steik did a few months back to look at how we can strengthen the healthcare infrastructure, because our India's drug regulatory system needs to be brought to a globally recognized level. So a lot of pharma companies, lot of research innovators have suggested. We had the brainstorming, and under that we are engaged with CEDESCO almost on a monthly basis to see that these reforms happen. So Cedesco has also hired Kaizen for improving the internal processes, and much more has yet to be done. But this is where, again, PM strike effort has been put in to really strengthen the regulatory framework. So we have made under that the digital architecture, which is the digital drug regulatory system, which will have all the players, as I have mentioned, right looking from the import-export of the drugs to procurement and supply chain, or which are the various organizations, which are the other agencies. So this will be a platform, something like a UPI, which will have all these players, where you will have registration, approval, post-approval changes, import-export related licenses and approvals, enforcement, inspection, and other stages involved in the complete life cycle. So that is the vision which is being implemented to make this platform. Last few things, I just thought AI, which is again a disruptive technologies, and as you all know, that this is something there here to stay. It is there in all walks of life. There is no area which is left untouched with this disruptive technology, which is an assistive technology called artificial intelligence. So AI thrives on 4 core pillars. First, we need the compute infrastructure for making the foundational models. We need very high quality data, preserving the data privacy and security for training the models, and then you infer it. We need applications in all sectors, and we need AI for everyone, taking care of all the security concerns and ethical concerns. So this is the huge opportunity for India, huge opportunity, which all of you, I'm sure, as I saw in your R&D roadmap a few minutes back, it is there, but I feel there is much more needs to be done in this. So we have recently brought out last month India's AI governance guidelines, which balances how we do the innovation ecosystem without making too many governance rules. So we need to encourage innovations, but at the same time, we need ethical guidelines. All this has been now released. It's there on our website and MIT, and this is what will be implemented through various like techno-legal mechanisms and so on. So I think this is again, which all these aspects are being looked at in this AI governance framework, in this India AI mission, which is really governed. This came out of Prime Minister's Science, Technology, Innovation Advisory Council, and it is being run by MIT with a financial outlay of almost 11,000 crores. So this is having many things already rolled out. We have many data sets, almost like 4,000 data sets. Many foundational models have been launched. Many foundational models have been funded. We have created the India compute capacity right now, and many things which I have mentioned: India AI future skills, safe and trusted AI, and India's AI startups. This is again over and above 4 centers of excellence by Ministry of Education, and one of the center is on medical sciences, and this is again with ISC Bangalore and AIMS, and I am very sure that KGMU and many other players should be really connected to this to really take it forward. So government is extraordinarily active and keen to see how AI can really serve agriculture, education, healthcare, retail, cybersecurity, manufacturing, e-commerce, and marketing. In all of them, AI revolution is happening around the world, and in India also it is happening, and this is what will take us towards Viksit Bharat. So I think just We need to rewire healthcare. If you look on the left side, we have a huge issue with the India's doctor to patient ratio, almost 0.7 to 1 per 1,000, which is much, much less as compared to global practices. India's bed to population is 1.3 beds per 1,000 people, and of course we have urban-rural divide. If you have to address all these three key factors, on the right-hand side, there are few interventions to cut costs. We need to reduce the drug discovery and delivery expenses. We need better devices. We need accurate diagnostic. We need remote care, enabling real-time monitoring of patients, and that is why this AI will be an extraordinary helpful thing, and telemedicine, and of course clinical support and personalized care. So this is what we need to rewire the healthcare system to really take us to the Viksit Bharat. Just a few minutes on how AI innovations are driving diverse healthcare applications. You all know in drug development, it is a big player. Gene editing, again a huge player. Medical diagnostics, it is again playing a big role. Personalized healthcare in rare diseases, health monitoring and wearables. Many of you must be wearing the health wearable watches. Virtual nursing, again, is a huge application, and of course in cancer research. All these are some of the areas where AI innovation is happening, and this is where you need to see how your R&D efforts as you go along in a big way, as was mentioned, how you really imbibe all these modern technologies. So we need to have an approach from one-size-fits-all models to personalized care, and this is what I see the future. You already have digital twin of a body. There are now digital twins which will take your all the biochemical reactions of your body and make a digital twin. What is future now is the digital genetic twin. If that becomes available, that is what will lead to predictive analytics, tailoring treatments, personalized treatments, and clinical trials. And this is where I see the future of health science. So I think I'll just take maybe, let me see, I still have about 4 minutes. 4 or 5 minutes to just tell you one or two initiatives from our office, which I don't have it here, but one platform we have created called Manthan. If you have not seen it, please see. This is where we have brought the people who need the solutions, like government, philanthropic organizations, state governments. And on the other side, we have who can solve your problem, like academic things, national labs, colleges and universities. And this matchmaking is done on this platform. In the last 3 years, from the non-government sources, it has already completed projects worth 1,500 crores already. And almost 7,000 crore projects are already on the website. So the reason I'm telling you is for you to see how you can use this platform to really accelerate the R&D. Other thing is the city knowledge cluster, where we bring all the labs and all the startups and the many things together in a city. We have 8 city clusters, and the last city cluster which we created, I just thought I'll mention is the Andhra Pradesh Medical Technology Zone. This is our latest cluster, which is looking at of medical technologies. It is looking at advanced metal 3D printing, micro machining infrastructure, post-processing excellence, and so on. And products are the 3D printed orthopedic implants, patient-specific implants, and so on. So this is where our office is trying to accelerate this in our modest way, looking at the high-tech material development and so on. This is one of the 8 clusters. There are 7 more clusters. Details are there on our website, which also are doing something on the healthcare. I think the last one I just mentioned, Anusandhan National Research Foundation, is a really transformative opportunity which government has created to fund R&D, and I am glad to see that KGMU is one of the players in some of the projects. We have launched centers of excellence. Many initiatives have been taken in this in the last 1 year. The next one is the RDI fund. This is 1 lakh crore. Please realize, this is nowhere it has happened in the world. This is government funding. This is the loan to only private sector R&D for deep tech R&D. And this is where they will tie up with our academic institutes, our colleges and universities to really do the high-end R&D. So this is where I think is my last slide, to see how do we drive health self-reliance through indigenous innovation, R&D, and scalable market solutions, which is powered by deep tech startups and academia partnerships, and leading to strengthening India's position in global supply chain for health technologies and bolstering domestic competence in health ecosystem and global partnership. So in this whole scenario, we have the 3 pillars or the 3 intertwined wheels: the basic science, the innovative ideas including business models, and enabling technologies. All these 3 wheels are interconnected, and if you embracing science, technology, and innovation is absolutely essential for the holistic development of our nation. And education, this is where again KGMU plays a very key role, is the horizontal which links these all. So I think this is the vision which all of us have to take our country forward under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, and all of you are the co-travelers in this journey. With this, let me thank once again the Vice Chancellor, Professor Sonia Nityanand-ji, and all of you for having me here to share this vision with you, where all of you are partners. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your deeply insightful oration. Your reflections on science, policy, and future national priorities have provided valuable perspectives and will surely resonate strongly within our academic committee. As a mark of our respect and appreciation, I now invite the Honorable Vice Chancellor, ma'am, to kindly felicitate our chief guest, Professor Ajay Kumar Sood, with medal, memento, and shawl. This felicitation is a symbolic expression of our gratitude for his warm presence and the thoughtful reflection he has offered to our academic community. I request Professor Hardeep Singh Malhotra to kindly step forward to felicitate our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Sonia Nityanand ma'am, with a shawl. A gesture to reflect our respect and gratitude for her continued guidance and leadership.